folks, what we're going to have a look is what's on the other side of this. Right, so what we have is, this is obviously one of the last of my Soviets that I will be buying for the time being.
Nearly 2 decades from the turn of the century, music is being changed by the very way it is being heard.
There we go, look at that. Soviet beastie.
The phonograph.
It's a Sekonda.
Sometimes the same, never make mistakes.
It's based on a Raketa. I haven't worked out how to do the day date yet, because like apparently you're supposed to pull on the stem, but it's not liking it. It's careworn, but it's not rot. It's not like, you know, it's not smashed up. I've got to do the old cleaning of the crystal. Gonna polish up the case a bit. You know, I've had a go at it with the old connoisseur and Haggerty cloths.
The biggest changes are coming from the deep south.
It's keeping very good time. Like, yep. It's the correct time. It's actually one of the first Soviets I've had come over that's not been magnetised. I'm quite pleased about that, which means it probably came over by ship. It took a long time to get here. You know, this could be all polished. That's not a problem. I've got to be careful though, because it does look to me like it's chrome on brass. Standard Soviet case back with the ring and the case back itself. Nothing amazing to see there. Raketas are known as Russia's Rolex. They are considered to be the best. Although I would digress on that. I'd say that I think Poljots are slightly better built. But this is my first. Well, it's not my first proper, but it's my first working proper Raketa. It doesn't loom, unfortunately. Those are just white markers and white hands. As you can see, it's got a dipped second hand. You know. I've put it on that old pulsar bracelet, right? Like, I think that quite suits it. Look, the business. Just a great old Soviet bruiser of a watch, you know. No fuss, no messing around. You know, it does what it says on the tin. And it's a Sekonda, like, which means that this was destined to be sold in the UK, but somehow it just never made it across. I think that bracelet says it. All I've got to do is just change that pulsar clasp over to something. You know, I've got some Leningrad and some other like clasps. I'm sure I can swap that out somehow. But I'm not too bothered that it's got a P on it, right? I mean, as somebody said recently in the Russian forums of What You Seek, is that in Russia, you bought your watch and you've used, basically, you either bought a strap or bracelet if it didn't come with one, or you supplied your own. And that is why you see so many that come over, and Orient bracelets, Seiko bracelets, Pulsar, right? But this came off a Pulsar quartz, which isn't working. Oh, there you go. That means, like, now I've got to see if there's a gold version of this in a Raketa form. Then I will have, that will mean that I've got, like, you know, one of each. Like I would have, like, you know, like the Poljot alarm gold square, and I've got the Sekonda version of that. That's also in gold, but in the round. Like, so I've got 2 alarms. You know, I do like to cover the bases with these Soviet watches. It's got just very at the very just underneath the 6 o'clock mark. I don't know if it's going to stop focusing it. Right, it does say made in USSR, which means that this was an export version. But not everything made it to, you know, it probably could have been nicked out of the factory. It could have, like, you know, like been turned away because of some sort of sanction like brought in by the British government. There could have been a whole load of reasons why it never left for England. But this was destined to be worn by an Englishman, and it is now being worn by an Englishman. I love these big, bold designs that the Russians had. And you know, for like, this is like a 1970s watch. Like, you know, this is it's quite futuristic. You know, it's almost like a space capsule. You know, it's all born from the space era still, like, you know, the space age. This was probably made when they were still landing men on the moon, like, but there you go. So, let's go to the up view and we'll talk some more there. That gives it a bit more context, what it looks like. And you can see why I think that strap just works. It really does just work. Give you an idea of the height of it. 80mm lugs. Raketa, I'm not sure if it's 2614 movement inside. Sekonda branded, made in USSR. It's chrome brass case, and because it's lacking a pusher, apparently these Raketas, like, you pull it to change the date, and you pull it out, and it advances it, but this seems to be a bit stuck. So it's not doing anything like that, and you just set the date by just, like, you have to twirl it around until you get the right date. Right, you know. I mean, this is not the sort of watch that is for casual, like, pick up, wind up and put it on. You know, you have to keep it wearing to keep it up to date, sort of thing. Otherwise, you know, you're going to spend like 3 hours, like, you know, just twirling it through. Acrylic case, of course, acrylic glass, of course, or crystal. As I said before, no loom, but it's got white paint markers to aid you looking in dim light. So, I mean, this is not a military spec sort of watch. You know, I like it. I really do like the lines of it. Like, it's what I call this the curvy TV. Or it could be like the TV pillow. It's got a very nice, pleasant. See, it's just a very nice watch, and I'm quite pleased with that. And I mean, the wait was for ages, but I think I paid something like £11 for it. You know, £11 for a working date watch, mechanical as well. It's actually keeping very good time. Thumbs up on that one. Oh, there you go. As you can see, with my beard, like, the full set's coming along. You know, I'm hoping by Christmas, like, you know, I'll be able to sit me on top of a Christmas tree and, like, be able to feed me, like, alcohol and Christmas dinners. You know, it was my granddaughter's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, granddaughter. 2 years old. You know, milestone. Right, only a couple more years to go to school, and then she becomes a little lady, and then she becomes, you know, part of the growing up thing. You know, so good job on the parents for doing what they're supposed to have done. You know, I mean, one of them, like, you know, obviously, like, you know, blotted his copybook with me quite a bit. You know, the fact that, you know, he's had his, like, one chance now with me, like, you know, if he screws it up again next time, you know, the next time, then I will, you know, speak to some people about, you know, asking him to move on and, you know, seek somewhere else, because, you know, my granddaughter is very precious to me, and, like, you know, I think she should be given the highest thing. Oh yeah, there's something else I got from commandersky.com. I've put it onto my Casio diver's watch. It's a two-tone reversible silicon diver's band. Right, this was like about £1.50 from commandersky.com. Well, I think, you know, I think that just does the job. Right, so I do. I really did want a fitted bracelet with these come on, because this car I bought this as a straight head for £6. Right, but this one I'm going to oil fill, because this is the watch they use mainly for oil filling. It was a bloody good little Casio that is. So I have got no complaints at all with that. And I'm trying to find out what this is as well. I don't know if anybody's seen this. It's got like a Millennium Falcon sort of like Star Wars sort of bezel on it. I have no idea what it is. There's no branding on it. It's got a very nice bezel action actually. There's no name on it or anything. There's just, what's this on the back? Anything? Oh, wait a minute. Just some just CE certification, has to dispose of, like, you know, stainless steel back, like, you know, put it on a 5 ringer. I mean, don't wear it. I mean, it's one of these watches that, you know, I mean, I do like I think the dial's quite pleasant. There was another thing as well. Yeah, I've been getting I've let it stop wind down now though. Been wearing this. Put that on 20mm 5 ring NATO. I think that looks the business, doesn't it? That is I let it wind down, but I do like that. This one's got a display case back on it as well. You can see that. Cool, isn't it? I like wearing this, but unfortunately what happened was the loom pit came out and it snapped off. You can see that, so I've got to like get another, either fill that with some loom paint, which I've actually got some orange loom paint I can put into that. See if I can put that into it, right, and then see what it does. And that there is a release valve. You undo it to release pressure. I quite like that. So there you go. We're all kind of up to date on everything. Like I've got, right to the left of me, I've got a pile of watches. I'm just working through them all. Ostentatious look. Right, see, as you can see, today is neon yellow day. Even the watch mat is like, you know, like a sort of a neon sort of colour sort of thing. So there you go. Loom, not loom. I've got coming in. I've got Megalift tuna can, Seiko tuna can homage. Like, which looks really, really good. The only difference between the normal hoods, like tuna can, is the position of the crown. The crown's at 3 o'clock, not at 4:30, which like the Seiko ones have. This one has, but it actually has got the all like the can, if you know what I mean, which like the bezel, like it's got 2 cutouts. It's quite high, like, you know. So that's coming in. Got Pulsar chronograph VD53, which is a Seiko, as we all know. Anything from Pulsar nowadays is Seiko. And I've got the crown, the stems coming from China, and I am sure in my box of bits I've actually got a VD53 stem, which has got rose gold on it, which would go very nice with the brown of the dial of the thingy. So, and oh yeah, I bought a new set of boots. Basically, like, you know, when I put on my 14 holders and that, it's a bit tedious. Just, you know, I mean, I've got my dealer boots, which are slip on. That's all very well and good, but I don't like going out and working in them. Right, so I either put my DMs on, like 14 holders, or I put my other ones on. But it's just, I don't know, it's just getting a bit hard work doing all the lacing. So I bought a set of these are kind of like, you know, the same stuff that the British Army are wearing, but they lace up like a high leg, like, you know, sort of like a waterproof boot. But it's a zip up version, like, you know, like what's it, like the Americans have. They have zips on their boots. And I thought, yeah, I could do with that. So if I want to go out and scuff around in it, I just got to zip it up, like put it on, like, you know, and it's done then. So it's more for like, you know, getting around, you know, outside and just getting dirty in, rather than, you know, I mean, it's just tedious. When I come in, you know, I want to sit there and undo the laces and all the rest of it, like, you know, it just, you know, I'm getting up, my bones are getting sore, and, you know, getting, you know, boots on doesn't mean I'm not going to wear them again, but, you know, I'm probably going to be selling my Dr. Martin loafers because I just don't wear them, and I mean, you know, I've worn them 10 times and they still tear me. No, I mean, I've had them since 2009. I've had them 11 years and I've worn them 10 times because they just tear me up. I've had a bit of a puff from my AC. That's still going. Got that in Scotland for 20 quid this year when I went and saw Steph. Still going. Right, I think we're caught up a bit on the old watch front. Like, you know, I've really slowed it down. I've got so much to do. Because it's pissing down, I can't get out there and do the Reliant. I'm just hoping it's just either the manifold gasket that's gone, or it's the manifold to downpipe ring that's gone, or the stud or something like that. Something simple. If it's something a bit more awkward, then, like, you know, I mean, I am just going to throw it at Bennett's Fields and say, look, here you are, you know, here's the bits to make most of it right. Like, I mean, I've got the gasket and the studs and all the rest of it. I've got the new headlamp for it. You know, I'll just say, work your magic. You know, it could be that if the manifold itself is cracked, you know, it is possible to, like, to like TIG weld, like, cast iron. So, but I haven't got the equipment for that, but I know that they have. I know they've got a very good TIG welder there. So I'm just going to say to them, make this Reliant run sweet again, and we'll talk about the cost of it afterwards. And I can imagine they'll probably be, like, you know, up for the business, because they probably lost a lot when everybody had their MOTs extended and we weren't allowed to go and get our MOTs done. So I will leave that with you. Stay legal, safe, whatever. Stay COVID free. Just remember, when people are coughing and sputtering, look away. You know, beware of sexual encounters with COVID people, right? You know, because you can get it very easily from, like, you know, people in sexual encounters from COVID. You know, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people everywhere, like, you know, who've got it and they don't even know they've got it. You know, and just, like, you know, I mean, Shana's been tested, she's clear, like, you know, I've shielded myself, so I'm clear, you know, but you just got to be careful. And, you know, let's just watch the Tories crash and burn. So, take care of them. See you next one.